John Eudes, he preached about the Immaculate Heart of Mary and the Sacred Heart of Jesus in the 1600s, but it wasn't until 1944 that Pius XII instituted the Feast of the Immaculate Heart. And the reasons for this is so that we could obtain by her intercession peace among nations, freedom for the church, the conversion of sinners, the love of purity, and the practice of virtue. The images of the Immaculate Heart of Mary and the Sacred Heart of Jesus, they seem similar, but each convey a different message. The Sacred Heart depicts God's love for mankind, and the Immaculate Heart depicts Mary's love for God. And what's fascinating about this is that we need both to live the two great commandments, that love of God and neighbor. When we turn to Mary, we learn from her Immaculate Heart how to love God, so that we can imitate Christ and develop a heart like his, one full of love for our brothers and sisters. And if you've ever wondered how Mary's Immaculate Heart was formed, it was by being close to Jesus, by pondering the mysteries of his life. And that's what we saw in the gospel today. Mary, she frantically searched for Jesus, and then when she found him, she reflected on everything that he taught her, and she allowed her heart to be formed by God's word. And perhaps the most important lesson, though, for both the Blessed Virgin Mary and for ourselves from this gospel, is that at the end of this story, Jesus followed the law by honoring his father and mother, and he did this by being obedient to them. And so today we turn to our Blessed Mother, and we ask her to help us to remain like her in the presence of her Son, so that we can have a heart like hers, and one that's on fire for love of God.